Exactly. For me personally, I feel like the debate was just very entertaining.
I personally didn't watch it because I don't really care about Republicans. Like, I don't. I heard a lot about it. I heard that Donald Trump was being an asshole.
Oh my gosh, Donald Trump was being himself. And one thing I thought was really funny that he mentioned that he doesn't like how people the world is, or in the
correct, right?
Being politically correct. The government, everybody wants to be politically correct, and it totally showed his personality. He's going from being a businessman to being a politician, but he still stayed true to himself, and he says what he wants. When the mediators were bringing up comments that he had made in the past against like Rosie O'Donnell on Twitter, the mediators were saying, how do you feel about, like negative things that are said to women? And he said, you mean Rosie O'Donnell? No, like basically it's just been Rosie O'Donnell. We had our beef, because the mediators were trying to make it seem like
he hates all women.
He hates all women. So he backed himself up. He was being really respectful when he said it in a nice way. He was just like, even though you gave me a reason to not like you, I'm not going to be mean back to you. It was just really fun, really entertaining. Everyone was cracking up. The audience was cracking up. Yeah. I was kind of like, okay, what's the point of this? Are they going to say any facts about what they're going to do to make an impact and change on this country? Or are they just going to say that pick me because I'm great?
That's the reason
that's
why
what it really
I didn't
was.
Watch it, because with Republicans, like my issue with Republicans is like they're idealistic to the point where it's unrealistic. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They want all of these things. They don't want abortions. They don't want birth control. But they don't want to give children who are made out of, like, terrible circumstances welfare. They don't want to give them, like, financial assistance through the government. So, like, it makes no sense to me. Like, the way that they think this world is, like, a perfect little bubble where nothing goes wrong. And then when something is a mistake and something goes wrong, like, they just completely shove to the side, and they're just like, I don't want to deal with it because it doesn't exist in my world. And that's my problem. That's why I didn't watch the Republican debate, because I knew there wasn't really anything that was going to be said that
with substance.
Yes, like I wasn't gonna hear anything of value. You know what I mean? Like I might want to watch the Democratic debate because there's not that many people.
Do you know when that's coming on?
I think it's like in 20 days or so. It's coming up quickly. I know that it's a certain amount of time. There's a certain amount of time between. But I mean, I know that Hillary Clinton is going to be there, obviously. I hope Bernie Sanders is going to be there. I think he's a Democratic. I believe he's a Democratic. What was it? Contested? Not contestant.
A Democrat.
Candidate. Thank you, Michael. And I mean, like, I'm interested to hear what they have to say, because, like, I feel like, personally, Democrats actually do say things, but also they
speak more for the working class.
Yes,
I feel like.
But also they are like politicians, so you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt in terms of like, oh, are they really gonna say what? Are they really gonna do what they say?
A lot of the things I was going based off of personality and who seemed more sincere. Like Jeb Bush seemed like such a sweet person, where he would impact us positively, because even if someone's putting something negative in his air, he will be selfless to help his people more. Well, not just his people, the whole country more. Just by him seeming so genuine.
I mean, like, he seems like a genuine person, but also he seems like a pushover. That's kind of how I feel about him.
That's not that good then.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's being sweet, and then there's being diplomatic, like, they're completely different things. And I feel like Jeb Bush does have, like, this sweet demeanor to him. I totally agree with you. He seems like a very gracious person. I actually saw him coming out of church before he went to the Republican debate, which I thought was really nice,
Awesome.
But I mean, I don't know. I have apprehensions just because like he is part of like the Bush conglomerate, but at the same time, I mean, he does seem like a sweet guy. Maybe something could happen, but also he is a Republican, and they have these ideals that I don't agree with,
Definitely. So speaking of Hillary Clinton, she actually just took a selfie with Kim Kardashian.
Kanye was.
Yes.
I was amazed.
Peeking in the back. It was really cute. She was like I think it was on her Twitter account, she was saying how, I'm going to one of her meetings, and I can't wait to try to get a selfie with, she's known for the selfie. She has a selfie book, which I heard sales were going down, but she's been doing some promo recently.
They've
now
been
pick it back up.
Selling a lot of those. They just did a third
Release of it,
printing.
yeah.
Yeah, they did a third printing. I know that was it for Kim Kardashian, and they were at the Republican debate together.
Yeah.
That's why. Like, she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see Hillary. But my issue with that, I mean, you know that Kim Kardashian and the whole Kardashian clan are my faves. You know that.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Really?
I love you even more. I thought I was the only person on the Femme Spot that rooted for the Kardashians.
I love them.
Did you still watch the other shows? Because you know,
I watch all of their
Jasmine
shows.
is fairly new to the show. She's been here for like this past couple of months, and I've been the only person talking about the Kardashians.
I'm rooting
Everyone
for the
else was like, okay, Essence.
Well, okay. I know that, what was it?
Tell them why.
Like, I love Kim Kardashian. I think she's a great, like, businesswoman. Like, she made mistakes, but she made them into an empire. And I find that really respectable. But the problem is, I don't want people who are fans of Kim Kardashian to think that she's endorsing Hillary Clinton. And I mean, maybe she is. I don't want to say that she is because I don't want to speak about her standpoints and her political views because I don't know her like that. But I do not think that people should take what celebrities do in terms of, like, laws and, like, their political, like, views and stuff like that and take it to heart to the point where that they vote for those people just because they're endorsed by Kim Kardashian, by Kanye West, you know what I mean? Regardless of if they are or not. Like, people are going to take that as, like, a political statement. You know what I mean? Just because they're in a picture with them, you know? And I don't think that that's right. Not necessarily taking a picture, but I don't think that people always think with their heads, you know what I mean? They kind of just are like, oh, Kim Kardashian took a picture with Hillary Clinton. Maybe I should, like, look more into her. Maybe I should. And
that's great, you know.
It gives that they should should learn more about her.
Definitely, people need to look into things and acknowledge, broaden their knowledge before they speak about it.
Absolutely.
And I mean, that's what people make mistakes, but don't just choose something so seriously. Take something that's really serious and live it when you don't know about it.
Absolutely.
And that goes into another thing I want to talk about later on when we talk about the music, about being independent and having a mind of your own.
Absolutely.
But what's